Welcome to another top 5 plants to get you through the tail end of our awesome autumn and into a wonderful winter. Now the days are shorter, the days are darker, but we can add some brightness into our beds and borders, and here are 5 plants in order to help you do that in your beds and borders now. Number 1, Skimmia, Japonica, Rubella. This is one of my favorite plants to plant at this time of year. It's a great way to ring in the start of winter with those lovely glossy green leaves contrasted with this rosy red firework display of flower heads ready to pop into color and keep you warm throughout these darker days. This is a great plant to plant and get you out of all those seasonal pickles. So if you've got some wet soil, damp soil, and you need a plant to fill those vacant patches, go to Skimmia Japonica for the answer. This will do well in areas of shade, semi-shade, acidic soil. This will tackle it all and delight your beds and borders at this time of year. Number 2, hidden down here, is Gaultheria. I mean, look at this. This is pretty much Christmas in a plant. Low growing, so great if you've got places that need a little bit of color underneath established plants. Great amongst rhododendrons and azaleas. This thrives in acidic soil. So if you are going to plant this, add a little bit of ericaceous compost to the mix. But not only are you going to create that Christmassy color, but you're also going to feed your feathered friends with this bounty of berries. Look at those guys. Now, if you're lucky enough to get this in flower, you'll see these wonderful little lantern flowers, shades of cranberry pink at the top into those light whites, ready to burst into berry throughout the tail end of autumn and into winter. To me, this is a great plant to get your garden into the Christmas groove. Continuing with that festive theme, we've got a Christmas carol for you. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. How does King Wenceslas like his pizzas?
Deep and crisp and even?
No, thin base. And what a Christmas carol this is. This is Helleborus, and there is nothing hella boring about Helleborus. When those days get darker and we're all tuckled round the fire for warmth on those winter nights, this will withstand the frost, the cold, and will still throw out flowers to give you a seasonal sparkle when you wake up in the mornings. If you've got areas of shade, if you've got damp areas, if you've got patches which are currently laying vacant, then get Helleborus into your beds and borders now to give you some flower and fancy throughout those cold, darker days. Number 4, whatever the weather, plant some heather. This will withstand whatever autumn and winter throws at it, both in weather and soil conditions. You can plant in the shade, you can plant in the damp, and it will still throw out an abundance of flowers. But not only are the flowers lovely to look at, they're also a late pollinator. So those last lone bees will get a wonderful nectar-rich feed before they bed down for the winter. Number 5, if it's color in the canopy you're looking for and you want to inject some height into your beds and borders, well, liquid amber or Gumtree is a great way to do it. At the moment, it isn't putting on a seasonal show, but as the seasons shift into gear, so will this. This will put out a whole flood of rich red tones high up, and you'll inject a warm column of color into your beds and borders. Hopefully those 5 plants will help you brighten up your beds and borders as the days get darker, and they'll also add a little bit of festive cheer as we approach the end of the gardening year. And if you're stuck for a gift for a gardener, don't forget you can always check out the link at the end of the video.